If you're looking for a rough track, look no further than Gopher Dunes, just outside Courtland, Ontario, here for the Rockstar MX Nationals. Round 5 would get underway with the MX2 first moto, and they were around to the first corner and came across the flower line for the hole shot. It was number 12, that's Sean Moffenbauer, followed closely by Josh Osby and the rest of the gang. Perfect temperature, sunny skies, and a rough track greeted the riders, and there's Josh Osby pressuring up in second place. Trouble for number 21, Davey Fraser, as he fell down in the second turn, have to find himself coming up from last place, as there we see the two leaders, followed by third place Cole Thompson, number 14 Dylan Wright, great start for number 35 Jason Benny, and there's number 184, that's rookie, riding his first ever Pro National, number 184 Tanner Ward. There goes Moffenbauer looking good out front. Real-time look back to Josh Osby, third place Cole Thompson as he starts to close in, and closing in on the two of them was number 14 Dylan Wright. There goes Tanner Ward working his way up into 5th place and looking strong as Moffenbauer out front, like the rest of the riders, trying to find smooth lines, which were pretty much non-existent early in the day and throughout the afternoon. And now Dylan Wright was closing in on Josh Osby after Thompson makes his way into second around Josh. And there's Tanner Ward, who looked good up in 5th place until a late moto fall would take him out of the moto. Number 33 from Kelowna, that's Casey Keast, he's a rookie pro. Had a bad start, but found himself working his way up. And number 100, that's Jacob Hayes with a rear suspension problem that would eventually take him out of the race, and he will suffer a DNF. As Dylan Wright now gets around Josh Osby and sets his sights on Cole Thompson up in second place. Nobody's going to touch Sean Moffenbauer in this first moto, though, as he made it look relatively easy. But here comes number 1, that's defending champ Cole Thompson, and he's got number 14. That is the Gopher Dunes, just their home race, trying to put on a good show in front of his home crowd as he moved up. And there goes Hayden Halstead, number 19. He's not from far away, and he's very good in the sand, had some troubles, and there goes 14. He has gotten his way around Thompson and into second place. And at the checkered flags for the first MX2 moto was number 12, Sean Moffenbauer. He was followed by a great ride by Dylan Wright with Cole Thompson in third and seeming to settle for that position. Solid in 4th place, that's number 787, that's Josh Osby. And making his way up to all the way up to 11th, that's Davey Fraser coming from last place. Here's a look at your results. When the MX1 riders hit the track for their first moto, getting up to the early lead, it looked like it was going to be number 10 and 5. That's Colton Fasciotti on the local, the GDR home team. But number 5, that's Mike Alessi's going to edge him out for that hole shot as the riders come into that tight second right-hand corner and work their way towards the finish line. It's Alessi and Fasciotti with number 3, that was third place, is number 77. But trouble for Matt Gerke, who is famously good at this track. He found himself in last place right off the start as Alessi comes around to lead the first lap, followed by Colton Fasciotti, number 77 with a great start. That's Nathan Bless. Lots of laps on this track. Followed by number 3, that's Kevin Benoit back in the racing after taking some time off to rehab that injured ankle. Gerke found his way up to race pace and started chewing his way through the field as we expected he would. And there goes the lead riders through. Alessi found himself on the ground on the second lap and having to charge back up. Got up quickly as Fasciotti was feeling ill, actually had a virus, was not feeling great, didn't have the strength he should have. And there goes Tyler Medali looking good, and there's number 5, Mike Alessi, back up and charging. It's going to be a good day for him. Number 33, that's co-points leader. He and Gerke have a share of the lead. Purcell not a fan of the track, as he would state later on. And there is number 2, Gerke, working his way up into some of the faster riders now. Undefeated in the overalls at this track right at this point, as the riders negotiate one of the roughest sections of the track. There's number 7, Cade Clayson, with a solid 7-7 day. And here comes Gerke finding his way up into the top 10, so passes weren't going to come as easy. But sit back and watch as number 262, that's Jesse Wentland making an appearance up in Canada on his Suzuki. He would break into the top 10. Number 108, Dylan Epstein, looking good with a 4th place ride. But he had number 2, who was working his way to the front. That's Matt Gerke. He wasn't waiting for anybody. There's Mike Alessi. 3rd place, getting out of control, taking a bit of a creative line, and he has now got Matt Gerke, who sits in 3rd place. Tyler Medallia had some troubles and slipped back a wee bit, but he was working his way up. Kevin Benoit out with stomach cramps, actually, would be taking him out. Couldn't get a breath of air, went back to the pits, took a DNF, and there is Colton Fasciotti to the partisan crowd, liking that victory for the number 10. Number 2, Matt Gerke worked his way all the way up into second place, and Michael Lessie would take third. The second MX2 moto blasted off the gate. And as the riders hit the much more demanding track, oh, it was troubles for, that's Halstead, Arsenal, and Forte down in the first turn. Moffenbauer would find himself out front. Great start for Jacob Hayes, followed by Osby. There's Wright and defending champ Cole Thompson. Things would change, and Dylan Wright would find himself trying to get up, but now we've got Jacob Hayes in the front. Third place Moffenbauer. Fourth was now Osby, and fifth was Thompson. As out front, Moffenbauer tries to swing around the outside and take the lead away from Jacob Hayes as Cole Thompson starts making his charge as well. Right behind them you saw Josh Osby. There's number 338, Ryan Serrato. Now has Dylan Wright, who had some troubles. He crashed coming around by the the starting line, and obviously messed up his visor on his helmet, but that didn't stop him. He kept charging forward. Moffenbauer now had Cole Thompson right behind him in second place, as Josh Osby continued his solid and consistent day, chasing up and pressuring number 100, Jacob Hayes. And there is Wright trying to get himself around Ryan Surratt out of California. Thompson taking a peek on the outside here of Moffenbauer as he tries to defend his lead, as the riders crisscross here over this jump heading into the section. And there it is, the pass is made. Wright getting around number 100, Jacob Hayes. He would make that stick. Oh, troubles again. This Moto 419, that's Hayden Halstead. And in the end, it was Cole Thompson taking the victory in the second moto, followed by Sean Moffenbauer, who knew his score would give him the overall, which it did. Third place went to Josh Osby. And coming in fourth after the hard crash, that's number 14, Dylan Wright, with a solid moto. That would put him third on the podium. Here's a look at your final MX2 results. And the second MX1 moto hit the line and took off from that gate. It would be first moto winner, number 10, Colton Fasciotti, with another great start, finding himself crossing the line in first place with Michael Lessie close in tow as the two get sideways off the big table jump and head out into their first lap. When they came around, it was number 5, that's Michael Lessie out front into the lead, which he would not relinquish for the entire moto, as number 108, Dylan Epstein, and number 6, Tyler Medaglia tried to chase him down. It was a better start for number 2, Matt Gerke, but did he expend too much energy in that first moto charge from last to second? We'll see. Kevin Benoit was back after that stomach problem he had in the first moto. And there's Matt Gerke trying to work his way up. He's got Cade Clayson behind him. And it was number 108, Dylan Epstein, trying to make a move on Michael Lessie. He actually got very close until problems hit him. Kevin Benoit looking good. Matt Gerke. And there is Colton Fasciotti fighting a virus. He would have some trouble staying up with the gang, as there it is, pressure from Kyle Chisholm, Cade Clayson. Even Matt Gerke couldn't find smooth lines around the track this weekend. And there it is, slowing down, 108 Dylan Epstein. Unfortunately, that would take him out of the race. He would slow down and just cruise around. Number 5, Michael Lessie, looked strong. Would he be the first to take away an overall from Matt Gerke at Gopher Dunes? Yes, he would. His first place finish in that second would give him the overall. Second place, very impressive by Tyler Medaglia. Third goes to Matt Gerke. And there you have your results.